Hello everyone, welcome to the final step in finishing your Okteto self-hosted installation. After you're done with this, you're ready to roll out Okteto to your team and bring them on board to this new development experience you have created for them. In the final video, we are going to be taking a look at Buildkit Persistency. Okteto uses Buildkit to build your application images during development. And if you remember, in the last video, we configured Okteto registry to have an external storage so that whenever we push these build images, we can save them. We are going to do something similar here. Buildkit, if you are familiar with how container images are built, processes each step in your Docker files and caches that step so that if there is a common step in any of the build commands being run by any of the developers, instead of running that step again, it can use that persisted cache. The problem here is just like the problem we had in the last video, that if the Buildkit pods crash or restart or anything happens to them, you'll lose access to all of the previous cache you must have stored when building images. So in this video, we are going to configure a persistent storage for Buildkit, and let's head over to the docs and see how we can do that. So if you head over to the docs, you'll see that there are a lot of options you can configure when it comes to Buildkit. Now, we won't be going into the details of all of these options in this video, but I just wanted to know that you have the option to fine-tune how Buildkit pods behave in this section. What we are mainly interested in this video is the persistency section. So let's add the Buildkit key and copy the section for persistence in our configuration.yaml. Alright, feel free to change the size and the cache value depending on how many steps you have in the application images you're using or how many developers you want to bring on board. For the sake of this video, this should be good enough. Once we have this done, all we need to do is update our Okteto installation like we have been doing whenever we make changes to the configuration. So I'll just run the helm update command and we'll see what happens. Awesome, so we now see that Buildkit has been configured to have a persistent storage, and the only way we can test this out is if we just run a kubectl command on our cluster where we have installed Okteto and see if we have a PVC which has been created for us for the persistent storage of the Buildkit pods. So let's run that and see if this is the case. We'll run it in the Okteto namespace. And voila, you can see that 93 seconds ago it created a PVC for us, and this has been bound to the Buildkit pods. So we now know that we have a persistent storage. And this was it. We are a long way from where we started, from having just a vanilla cluster to installing Okteto on it, configuring certificates, authentication, having a cloud storage for our Okteto registry, and the final step of configuring persistence for Buildkit storage. You are now ready to roll out Okteto to your team and bring developers on board to this amazing development experience you have enabled for them. Thank you for watching this series of videos, and I hope you found them useful. As always, if you feel stuck, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. And if you would like to discuss your specific use case and see what Okteto can do to transform your development experience, go to our website and book a demo. Thank you for following along with this series, and I hope to see you in future videos.